Welcome back to D-Max Mad Gamer. I'm your host, the Mads Gamer, and here we believe gaming is a lifestyle, not a hobby. And today is the first episode of WTF Sundays, and we talk about the most disgusting individuals in the gaming community and the gaming industry. And today we talk about a really disgusting individual in the gaming community by the name of Tyler Barris, the infamous swatter, who caused a man to lose his life last December, Andrew Finch. Now, the reason why he made to the first episode of WTF Sundays is because this man is a piece of work. He's disgusting. He's a disgusting individual, and I feel like he should be charged with more than involuntary manslaughter. Or he only can get the maximum 5 to 10 years for what he did. He needs to get more because he caused someone to lose their life. Even though what he did fits the charge that they are trying to convict him with, he still needs to be given more years because he does this for a living. That's right. People pay him to swat other people. Now, if you don't know what swatting is, swatting is when an individual calls a dispatch line to get the authorities to dispatch a SWAT team to someone's address, and that usually scares the hell out of someone. That's usually what happens. But this time, a man lost his life, and Tyler Barris shows no remorse at all for what he did, and he went on Drama Alert spouting the same shit he's been spouting since he was charged, that he didn't pull the trigger, it's not his fault. So, in our first episode of WTF Sundays, I'm going to give you 4 reasons why this man needs to be locked away for more than 5 to 10 years. He needs to do 5 to 10 years in prison, and then he needs to do the rest of his, he needs to be put in a institution for the rest of his life because he's a danger to himself and a danger to society. So the 4 reasons why I feel like this is because the first reason is because he's sadistic and psychotic. Yes, I know people throw that word around a lot, but he fits the definition of a psychotic individual. He's deranged. He's narcissistic to extreme levels. He's disgusting. He's a disgusting human being. First of all, he gets paid to cause people harm. He gets paid to cause people's pain and suffering. He gets paid for this. Wow. He must love his job. And on top of that, he's bragging on Twitter because he's bragging on Twitter that he's in jail and he's in access to Twitter when he know what happened was just an error in the update system for the kiosk for the prison, because we all know when you're in prison, you're not able to access the internet. The reason why I know this because I had people that I knew growing up in childhood that was in prison. And I could never contact them unless I wrote them a letter or visit them. Couldn't get online and talk with them. Couldn't get on Xbox Live or the PlayStation Network and play video games with them because they don't have access to the internet. The kiosk is usually there for them to buy commissary and to send electronic messages. And the only reason why Tyler Bass was able to send his messages is because the update system didn't take effect, and they had a temporary malfunction in the kiosk where Tyler Bass took advantage of. And then he on Twitter talking about who talking stuff about him, and he's going to swat them, giving the prosecutors more evidence against him. Yeah, you're a real gem, a really intelligent individual, Tyler Barris. Congratulations, you're an idiot. And the second reason why I feel like this dude needs to be put in institutions because, first of all, he thinks that it's funny. He thinks that what he does not make him a criminal. It does not make him a piece of shit. It does not make him a delinquent. It does, my friend. You are a sick, disgusting individual. You cost a man his life. And on top of that, you brag about swatting and you get paid for it. You said that on the Drama Alert interview with Keemstar that people usually seek you out to swat. And sometimes they pay you money. You up here bragging on the YouTube platform that you are a professional swatter. And you know because you know that the only thing they could charge you was involuntary manslaughter. And you only could do 5 to 10 years, which you probably don't care. It's a vacation for you. Not only do he use our hard-earned dollars that we pay on taxes for the police force, he using our tax dollars for what we paid for the government to keep the bad guys locked away. It's amazing. He needs some type of therapy. He needs to be put in an institution, and they need to throw away the key because he's a menace to society. He's a monster, and he doesn't need to be let out into society because the next time he may go a little bit farther than that. I don't understand. I don't understand it. This is like wow, wow. So the third reason why I feel like this individual does not need to be let out of jail or back into society because one, he's 26 years old and he brags about causing people suffering because it's fun for him. Who enjoys causing other people suffering and pain? Not a healthy minded adult. Healthy minded adults don't like to see people suffering or in pain. They usually have some type of empathy towards them because they see someone in pain and they know what it's like to be in pain. That's what a healthy individual would experience when they see someone suffering. But he doesn't seem like he's healthy mentally at all. He delights in what he does. And that's someone that you shouldn't let into society without some type of therapy, some type of program he needs to go through to rehabilitate him before he be let back into society. I'm all for second chances or third chances, but this time, before you let the fool out of jail, make sure that he's a lot more healthier in the mind than he was before he went in. So he doesn't do the same thing again and back in there. Because from the reports I read online, he has a long list of criminal activity doing swatting. This is not his first swatting. This is not his first SWAT incident. He has done numerous other times and got away with it. This is the first time he ever got really charged something serious for it. And I don't understand why they wouldn't lock him up the second or third time he did it. But hey, that's our justice system for you. I don't understand it. And it's appalling that this individual is a gamer like us. I don't want to be associated with this individual at all. I don't. Because he will make us look bad. He's deranged, he's psychotic, and he needs some type of help. He needs something or someone to watch out for him because he can't be left alone by himself because he's a danger to himself and everyone else. And the fourth reason why I feel like he doesn't need to be out of jail because he has said it numerous times, and I'm going to say it again, he says that he should not have to take the blame for someone else pulling the trigger. So all he could charge him was involuntary manslaughter because he didn't pull the trigger. He didn't pull the trigger at all. He was nowhere in this vicinity. He was in another city. So the crime, the charge fits the crime. But he does this so much that it should be something else we can do. It should be something else extremely horrible for us to do to teach us to do a lesson because he has caused a lot of people suffering and pain, and he's doing it, and he's not being punished enough because it doesn't deter him from continuing to do it, and that's the problem with our justice system. It don't deter the criminals that committed that same act to not do it again, and that's the problem. And that's why I feel like this dude don't need to be let out. I think he needed this. I think he do 5 to 10 years. He needs to get the maximum 5 to 10 years. Please, I hope he gets the five. He gets the maximum 5 to 10 years on this charge that they got up against him because he needs to sit down somewhere for a couple of years and think about what he did wrong. And maybe he'll come out acting like a human being for once because the dude is disgusting. And this is the reason why he made it to What the Fuck Sundays because he's just a disgusting individual in the gaming community. And he needs to be taken out of our community because he's a danger to all of us. And so the thing we love most, gaming. I'm your host, the Masked Gamer. Thank you for staying to the end of the video. Make sure you hit that like button. It helps out our channel a lot. And make sure you hit that subscribe button with a shirt again. And hit that notification bell with a shirt again as well to be notified when we upload more videos. This is the first What the Fuck Sundays. And we'll be giving you the second one next Sunday. So make sure you got the notification bell, subscribe button on. And as always, keep gaming.